guys, I'm Tasha from the Major Change Group, where we believe small changes can create big results. And today is the big day. So it is October 27th, 2020, and it's been a busy day this morning already. I went to vote early this morning, and then I had like some other appointments. And so now I'm on my way over to the Hyundai dealership. So you guys, just like I had suspected from my last video, so Saturday, me and my dad went over to the Hyundai dealership and the Mazda dealership. So I had narrowed it down to the Hyundai Tucson and then I guess the Mazda CX-30 or the 3. Well, I had got a quote for the Hyundai, Tucson, and it was around 26, and I had got them down to 20,009. So I was approved from the Navy Federal for $20,000 at a 2.19% interest rate at 60 months. And so I said that I did not want to exceed $20,000, and so I actually have a Mazda 2013, a Mazda 3, and so they were going to give me $5,500 for that, and I owe $3,000. So that's where I'm at. So today, so I think it was yesterday, Monday, the sales manager called me, just what I wanted, and so he said, okay, I just wanted to see where you guys were at. And so I told him that, you know, the experience was good. The guy, Kim, that I talked to, he was nice. But one, I wanted to drive one for longer than, you know, 1 mile, because the car only had 11 miles worth of gas in there. So he said, sure, no problem, come on up here, we can fill it up and we can get you, you know, 2 or 3 hours. So I said, well, I'll come by there on Tuesday, which is today. Second, he said, I said, well, I know that you had said something about the loaner car, but I don't want the loaner car. I want a brand new Tucson, the black, exactly like the one that I had test drove. That's what I want. And then before I could even say anything, he said, okay, and I might even be able to get you under $20,000. So I was like, okay, you guys are talking my language. So I told him that I would be up there today, which is Tuesday. So the question is, how much under 20 am I going to be able to get them? Now, if I can get it down to 19.5 or either 19 or lower, then I'm cooking with some grease, and that's right where I want to be. So it's kind of overcast here today. It was rainy a little bit this morning, kind of on and off. So I don't know how much. I'm going to try to get some footage as much as I can, because I don't know, people who blog, I don't vlog, I don't know how you can, I don't know, vlogging in public for me is still kind of new, and so I'm going to try to get as much as I can. So let's see, what car, am I going to get a car today? Now I do have the check here, I got it right here, because I couldn't remember, so I got the check here, so I'm excited. Let's see. All right, here we go. Okay guys, I'm gonna show you which car I got. It's a little windy out here. Like this week it has been rainy and windy all day. Now I actually got the car on Tuesday and today is Thursday, and this is really the first time that I'm actually being able to just kind of look at the car. So I'm gonna take you along with me. All right, let's go. Okay, it's a little rainy, but you can see I got the Hyundai Tucson. I got the 2021 black, and if you come over here, you can see that the windows are tinted just a little bit. So let's go inside. So it's actually pretty spacious, and you can see that it only has 53 miles on it so far. And I'm so glad that it has a backup window in it, because I'm like the worst at backing up. And then, well, you can't see on that side, but yeah, here we go. And then the back, so you can see how spacious it is. And then here is the actual, so here is the Hyundai 2021 Tucson value. And you can see it was $27,454. Yeah, got a lot of space in it. And it even has an armrest. You can't really see it that good because it's kind of dark a little bit. And then the trunk, let's see. Whoa. So you can see how big the trunk is. And then you can fold the seats down. I guess you can see that a little bit. But yeah, that's a lot of space. Yeah, I'm really enjoying the car so far. I guess it's an SUV, a crossover. There we go. It has a lot more space than I thought. Yeah. Alrighty. Hey guys, so I'm back inside, and over the weekend I'll probably try to get more footage. You know, this week it's just been raining on and off and kind of overcast all day, so I really haven't had a chance to get any good footage. But I think over the weekend it's supposed to be a little sunny, and so I will definitely get more footage. You know, the car is really spacious and it has a lot of cool features on it. So right now what I'm going to do is just tell you my overall experience on purchasing this car. So I got the 2021 Hyundai Tucson Value Edition, and I want to say the price was $27,000 that I showed previously, and I actually got it for $20,000 on a dot. Now let me give you a little bit more details. So we started the process about, I guess, maybe 1 o'clock, and everything was done by 4 o'clock. Now when I got there, the sales manager that had actually called me, he wasn't there that day, but the person Kim, the guy Kim that helped me, you know, with the overall, the salesperson, he was there. But the guy, I guess, to negotiate the price, he was not there. So they brought this guy over. I think his name was Ted, but I'm not for sure, but I think that's what his name was. So remember, I told you in the beginning of the video, the guy, he called me Monday to say, okay, what are you guys thinking? And so I told him, 1, I wanted to test drive it for a little bit longer. 2, I wanted the new car. And 3, I wanted, well, then he said that I might be able to get you under 21. But now that I think back, although I said that I wanted a new one, I was really talking about a 2020 because I did not ever test drive a 2021. I only test drove a 2020. And so I said that I just said that I wanted the new one. I didn't say that I was just like, I don't want the loaner car, because that's what they were trying to give me from Saturday. They were trying to give me the loaner car that only had 5,000 miles on it, and it was black and all that. And I think it had a sunroof, but this one does not have a sunroof. But I said, no, I do not want a loaner car. I want a new one, you know, and things of that nature. So when I went in, I told the guy what I wanted, and I told the guy what the sales manager said over the phone. So he went and got me a black. I thought it was a 2020, but I don't even know that I realized that it didn't have a sunroof on it until maybe a little bit after. But yeah, so then so they put gas in it and all that kind of stuff. So then me and my dad, we test drove it. We got it on the interstate, all that kind of stuff. And so that little that white thing with showing, you know, the base of what's all in the car, all the features, you know, what the model is and how much it costs, $27,000. That was on the dash, but it was kind of glaring while I was driving, so I had just put it in the back seat. So then when we were getting out, once we got back, and I was getting my purse out of the car, I was like, Dad, oh my gosh, this is 2021. I didn't know this was a 2021. I thought it was a 2020. So we was just like, okay, all right, let's see what we can do. So then we go in, and I'm just like, okay, this is great. So then the guy, he gets his sales manager back. So remember, they had quoted me for a 2020. It was a loaner car. It had 5,000 miles on it, approximately 5,000 miles on it, but I never test drove it. And so he brought it back and said, okay, even though he knew that we had test drove another one, so he said, okay, we'll get you down at 20,000, maybe like 600 or something like that. So, and then I'm just like, well, I'm just like, no, I don't want to do it at 20,600. And I said, well, for one, the sales manager, he said that he would be able to get me down under 20,000, and that's the reason why you got me here today. And he said, well, this is for the new one, 2021. And I said, well, yes. I told him that I wanted a new one, and he said yes, that he would be able to give me the new black under 20K. I said, well, you can go and call him to find out. So then he goes back. Okay, I'm back. I was editing the video and I forgot this major part of it. It was so funny. Like, I need my dad here so that he could tell his side of the story, you know, his, hers, and the truth, because I forgot this part. This is a very pivotal part of the story. Okay, so like I was saying, he had offered me the 2021 for 20,000, like 600. I said, no, I don't want it. So then they go back in the back. They're back there for a while. And so then when he comes back, he said, okay, I have another car, and it was a 2020, and he got me down $19,999. And at this point, I was just like, well, no, I drove the 2021, so I want the 2021 for $20,000. And then that's where, so then we going back and forth. And so then I'll add the next part back in the video. Okay, and they're gone for a little bit. And so then the other guy, he comes in and we're just talking and everything. So he comes back, and I still don't think he had took it down any. And so he was just like, no, we're not going to be able to take it down. And I'm just like, you know, well, this is what the guy said. You can call the other guy. Like, I was ready to walk out. I was ready to walk out because I'm just like, I want it at 20,000. So we were just going back and forth. It was so funny. Like, afterwards, my dad was just like, because my dad let me do everything. He was just there supporting me. And it was so funny. He, you know, had my mask on and everything. He was like, you was getting loud. And I was like, I was not getting loud. I had my mask on. So it was funny. So then me and the guy, we going back and forth. And my dad was just like, look, I'll pay the $600. Give it a car. We want the 2021. I'll pay the $600. And I'm like, what? Like, I was just like, dang. And I was just like, okay. So then I'm still trying to negotiate or something. I don't know. Because I probably was just like, well, what if we split it and then you did the 300 and we did the 300 or something. I don't know. But it ended up, because I was just like, you know, we can split it. And so my dad said that he would pay for it. So technically, we paid $20,495. But my dad paid so we didn't even know it was going to be that. So we thought it was going to be $600. So then once we got back there to the financing, And so I had the check that Navy Federal sent me for $20,000, and then we were going to pay the difference. And so we thought it was going to be $600. So then once he had called Navy Federal and did all that stuff, and then he was just like, okay, I need $495. So then they took it down a little bit. So they took it down to $495, and my dad paid for that. So on the one hand, the car was $20,495, but we only financed $20,000 on the dot, and then my dad paid the rest. So in the end, yes, I did get what I wanted. And even though it didn't have a sunroof, but I was always partial to a sunroof because I had a Sunfire before the Mazda 3 that I had, and I had that one for 14 years, and I had a sunroof, so I was okay with a sunroof, but it wasn't like the end-all be-all for me. So yeah, so I was able to get exactly what I wanted, and I told my dad, you know, like, I really appreciated him being able, you know, to do that for me, because he didn't have to. And so the car had the tinted windows on all of the windows, because what happens is when they get the truck, when they get the SUVs off the truck, only the back two windows are tinted, and then sometimes they tint all of the windows, but they charge you $495. And this is what the guy was telling me after, but see, they didn't charge me for that. And I'm trying to think what else. And then I have Sirius Radio for 3 months. I also have the there's like a blue link to where I have an app on my phone to where I'm able to roll down my windows, start the car. If somebody steals the car, I could turn the car off. So I have that for 3 years. And one thing that I did not know about the Hyundais, so you actually have bumper to bumper for 5 years or 60,000 miles. You have bumper to bumper, and then you have the powertrain warranty for 10 years, 100,000 miles. But you also have a lifetime powertrain warranty as long as you own the car. So that is great. But if I was to sell the car or trade the car, and then whoever got it next, then they would only have it for the remainder of the years that I did not use. And so they were very nice at the Cool Springs Hyundai dealership. Kim was very nice to me. They even set up my next, because you also get 3 years to where they do the maintenance on the car for 3 years or 36,000 miles. But it'll probably take me 3 years to get to 36,000 miles, because I really don't drive that much. So we went ahead and set me up for my next, you know, maintenance and everything. And so I have that set up for April. So I'm excited about that. You know, they were very nice to me. And yeah, so I was glad that I got everything. Cause see, I like to write down, I have my goals from the beginning of the year, and then I write some goals through the year. But I had wrote my top 5 year-end goals. And so I think my second goal was that, one, I wanted to purchase a new car for under $20,000 with the features that I wanted, and sell my car to where they'll pay my car off all that under $20,000. So yes, I was able to get it for exactly what I wanted. And yeah, so I'm really excited. I haven't been able to like really drive it that much. I think I had last night I had drove it, you know, I went to Chick-fil-A and got me something to eat and back, but it's not that far. But over the weekend I will definitely get me some drive time in. But I'm so excited about it. So drop down in the comments and let me know if you have any questions. Let me know, do you think that I got a good deal? So I got a 2021 Tucson Hyundai for $20,000 on the dot. I was able to sell them my car. They gave me $5,500 on it. I owed $3,095 on the car. So let me know what you think. I think that I got a good deal. I got exactly what I wanted, so I'm so happy about it. This is actually the second new car that I've gotten. The first one was the 2002 Sunfire that my granddad had got me, and then my last car I got used. It was a 2013 Mazda 3, and it only had about 14,000 miles when I got it. And then now when I sold it to the Hyundai dealership, it only had 63,000 miles on it. So I'm not really driving that much. Also, my insurance did go up, and then I'll try to find like a picture of it, and because I can't remember exactly, but I think it went up $50 comparatively. So I guess that's not too bad. I called them, the insurance, State Farm, today to see about, you know, where on the mileage can you, you know, if it's low miles. But they said low miles is considered 7,000, and they had me at 10,000. So I'm like right there on the cusp. You know, I'm working from home, and so I'm not driving as much. And because I want to say with the 63,000, if I take away the 14,000, I guess that's about 7,000 miles a year. But we'll have to see. She said that once I get the car, then I would have to call back, and then they could see about changing it over to the low mileage to 7,000 miles. But I'll do some further calculations to see if that would be good. But yeah, so I'm excited about it. And yeah, so I hope that you have enjoyed the series. So this process started on October the 19th when I called Navy Federal, and I got pre-approved for the $20,000. And so it's $20,000 at 2.19% for 60 months. And then I got the car on October 27th, and it only took about a few hours for me to do it. The process was fairly easy, especially having a check. Now, I would say the one thing that I maybe would change is possibly, because one of, in my last video, somebody had commented and said, well, would you consider leasing a car? And my dad had said something about it, but I had already got the check from Navy Federal. And then after he had said it, then I had thought about it, and I was just like, dang, I probably could have leased the car and got the note even lower. But since I had already got the check from Navy Federal, I just went ahead and, you know, did it that way. So, but it's always more than one way to do something. But I'm okay, and I'm happy with the process that I did. So drop down in the comments and let me know what you think. And if you have a Tucson, let me know what some of the features are that you like about the car. But I appreciate you coming along this process with me. Please like, subscribe, share, and turn on those notification bells, because I'm going to be having some upcoming videos come out. One, I'll have one, you know, going over, we'll get to look through the car a little bit more and see what some features are. But next, I'm going to have a video about student loans. So, all right, I thank you so much for watching, and see you next time.
It's not a game.